Hi, I'm Craig Phillips. Welcome to my tiling trade tips. In this video, I'm going to show you how to seal 3 different types of tiles. The first one is going to be crackle glazed wall tiles. The second one is going to be a natural stone split face tile. And the third one is going to be a polished porcelain wall and floor tile, but I'll come back to that in a moment. The materials I'm going to be using are MPG sealer, that's for the crackle glazed wall tiles and also the polished porcelain. And the matte stone is for the split face natural stone. Now to apply these, it really is quick and easy. You can use a sponge roller and a tray, or just a bucket with a standard sponge, but don't forget to use your PPE. I'm going to be using safety specs, gloves and a mask. And always check the manufacturer's recommendations to see if it's perfectly suitable for the right type of tile that you have. So give your tin a good shake before you open it and slowly and carefully pour it into your tray. On all tile surfaces, make sure they're clean and dry and you've removed any excessive tile adhesive before you apply your sealer. With crackle glazed tiles, you must seal the surface before you attempt to do any grouting. If it's not sealed beforehand, the grout could stain the actual crackle. After you've applied your sealant, leave for 20 minutes, then buff the surface with a dry cloth. On very porous surfaces, you can apply a second coat after about 4 hours. Then once it's completely dry, it's ready to be grouted. So now for the split face tile. Give the matte stone a good shake and pour it into your bucket. This time I'm applying the sealant on with a sponge due to the texture of the natural stone split face tiles. After 2 hours you can buff the surface with a dust-free cloth. If it's really porous, it may require further coats of sealant. These polished porcelain tiles are suitable for walls and floors. However, not all porcelain needs to be sealed, so do check with your supplier beforehand. But one of the benefits of sealing your polished porcelain tiles is to protect the grout. When grouting, the manufacturers recommend to use a smooth grout on polished porcelain and not a standard grout, as it may scratch the surface. If you have underfloor heating and you require sealing your floor, make sure the heating is turned off, the floor is left to go cold before you apply your sealant. When you're sealing a large smooth area and using a roller, it's wise to apply the sealant on in the motions going up and down and then side to side to get an equal coverage. Now the sealant is dry, I'm ready to apply my grout. Now always check with the manufacturer's recommendations on the drying time of sealant before you start your grout. Once you've mixed your grout, simply apply in between the gaps around all of the tiles. As you can see, I'm applying quite a fair bit of pressure, making sure that that grout is in between every one of the tiles. Whether it's large or small tiles, every gap needs to be filled. You can spread from left to right using your grouting float, making sure there's no gaps or any air bubbles in between the tiles. So that's my grouting now complete. It's completely cured. I've wiped it all down so it's perfectly clean. It's now ready to apply the second coat. Now this is applied on with the same principles as the first coat. Start by going up and down motions and then side to side, making sure that you cover the whole area and every single tile and its grout. With the split face tile, there isn't really a set way of applying this, just dab it on with your sponge. The smooth porcelain, I tend to go up and down and then side to side. Hopefully I've inspired you to seal your tiles. If you're looking for more inspiration or how-to videos, don't forget to follow us on all social media handles. And if you want to know more about the products we've used, just visit the website tilemountain.co.uk.